on Fargo CW.
It's been almost a week since 22-year-old Savannah Graywind disappeared from her North Fargo apartment. And although much has learned since she vanished, we still want to know, where is Savannah? The Fargo Police Department says they're now working on leads and other clues after arresting 2 people and charging them with kidnapping. And while they work to get more information from William Hone and Brooke Cruz, that work has halted their search efforts. But that's where the people who know and love Savannah come in. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker takes us to the search that only wrapped up at sundown.
People of all ages were out looking and lending their support to find Savannah Graywind. Trollwood Park was headquarters for the dozen or so volunteers who came out.
We're doing putting people up on grid maps and doing certain areas of search right now.
Chief Larry Mason from the Belcourt Fire Department was a main organizer of the search for Savannah. Each time a group came back, he made sure that area was marked off as searched. He, along with many people from Belcourt, Dunseith, and several other cities, came to help with this search, all wanting to bring comfort and peace to Savannah's family.
Work our way that way, so.
The search spanned many blocks, and people were out in North Fargo covering ground that had yet to be searched.
On the side of the road? Should we go all the way down and do on the side of the road? Sure. That way we don't have to wait.
Deneen DeLorme knows and works with Savannah.
Is there anything underneath?
No.
Did you check?
Yep.
She and her colleague came to help out because at this point, it's all anyone can do.
You know, in something like this, you always hope for the best. You know, I honestly don't know.
And Christine, as you can imagine, the last several days have been tough, and today and tonight has been tough as well. Now, as police are looking into their leads and following up, I'm told that the family and friends, some of whom you can see behind me, will be searching for Savannah out here. Back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Cornelius. And while it has been incredibly difficult for this week for the family of Savannah Graywind, they received a glimmer of hope when investigators announced that they believe the baby is in fact Savannah's. At last check, the baby is healthy and doing well at the Sanford Medical Center and is in custody of Cass County Social Services. Valley News Team's Molly Casey has more information on what the future of the child and the family may look like.
Christine, extremely hard week for them to deal with. The baby remains in protective custody and the family has not been able to see her. Today, family and community members were in Trollwood searching for signs of Savannah, but Savannah's mother, sister, and boyfriend were not there. They say a woman claiming to want to help with fundraising has been harassing them and calling Savannah's boyfriend nonstop. Information is now being relayed through a family spokesperson to allow them their privacy and distance. The family is said to be focusing on the infant that was found on Thursday afternoon. They are working with the appropriate agencies to be able to see the baby girl they've named Hazley Joe.
They're working with the people that they need to get the proper red tape cleared and things like that.
And while they couldn't comment on this case, Cass County Social Services tells us in emergency situations where a child is displaced, they work as quickly as possible on what's best for the child.
Children need to be with relatives when it's appropriate and assessed that they're capable of caring for a child and meeting the child's basic needs. So that's going to be our primary focus.
Once DNA testing is complete, Cass County will set up a meeting with the family to discuss how to proceed.
All right. Thank you, Molly. And many people have been wondering about donating to help the family out. Fundraising accounts have already shown up on sites like GoFundMe, but the family is unsure about who is raising those funds. They say an official fund is in the process of being set up and is expected to be ready for donations by Monday. Coming up after, whether we hear from the people in the community joining in to offer a helping hand and what impact Savannah's disappearance has had on them. Plus, why this Jamestown man is facing a long list of charges. We've got more on that in just a few moments. But first, Robert, it's a gray, chilly start to our weekend. Is it going to stay that way?
Fortunately, it's not going to stay that way. And a live look outside on the CorwinAuto.com Valley Skycam, part of the Storm Team Skycam network. Right now, though, we've got some cloudy skies, occasionally a little bit of drizzle and mist falling out of those clouds, some showers and storms. And our southern valley, we'll show you that here in just a moment. 66 degrees right now. Those winds out of the east at 14 miles per hour. They'll continue on the breezy side out of the east and southeast as we head through the overnight hours. Temperatures, these are actually similar to what we saw earlier this evening around 5 or 6 o'clock. Just a touch cooler up in northern Minnesota. 70 now in Rosa. We were in the mid-70s there earlier this evening. 63 degrees at this hour down in the Wahpeton-Breckenridge area. As mentioned, breezy conditions out there, and they're going to stay with us as we head through tonight and into tomorrow. Some bright white, thick clouds, and primarily in the southern portions of the valley, and underneath those clouds, we have seen some showers and some thunderstorms. You see just occasionally a little bit of very light shower activity in the far northern valley. The most concentrated area off towards the south, Elbow Lake. You're probably hearing some thunder as these storms continue to make their way off towards the northeast, southeastern Otter Tail County if they hold together up towards the Wadena area here in the next couple of hours. Off towards the west, a little bit of rain making its way through far southeastern portions of North Dakota. Hankinson getting some rain showers at this hour. Northern Plains, it's much noisier off towards southern Minnesota and eastern parts of South Dakota. What's left of a severe thunderstorm watch continues for parts of southeastern South Dakota and northeastern Nebraska. Off towards the south, a powerful Hurricane Harvey now. Category 4 hurricane just about to make landfall in southeast Texas. Peak winds 130. Those are sustained winds, gusts possibly up to 160. The strongest winds I've seen are in Port Aransas, right about there. Sustained winds of 102 with gusts to 110 miles per hour. And the eye wall still approaching that area, moving slowly off towards the northwest. Expected to make landfall in the next hour or two, but then meander around over the next 4 or 5 days. Some areas could see over 30 inches of rain. For us, model overdoing the showers and storms we've got right now, but as we head through the overnight hours, we'll see off and on chances for some showers. The best chance along and east of the Red River. Temperature's only going to dip down another 3 to 5 degrees. And then as we head through the day tomorrow, that activity continues to slowly pinwheel its way off towards the east. Maybe a few isolated showers on the backside. But all in all, we should start to clear out by late tomorrow evening. Here in Fargo, we'll start off the day with some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder. Temperatures in the low 60s by lunchtime. A slow warm up into the mid to upper 60s later on in the day. A few peaks of sunshine should help us warm into the mid-70s. Picture of the day, a gorgeous shot. Thanks to Michelle for sending this in. A lovely evening sky in Pillsbury, North Dakota. Going to use that as the backdrop to our 7-day forecast tomorrow. Yeah, a lot of rain, especially early on in eastern portions of the valley, but Sunday is looking good. So is Monday and Tuesday, for that matter. A few morning showers Wednesday, Thursday quiet, Friday some late-day storms.
All right, it's looking good with those 80s.
Oh, yeah, much warmer than what we're seeing today.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robert.
You got it.
And turning now back to our top story, more than 50 people of all races and religions came out on MSUM campus earlier today to participate in a Native American prayer ceremony. People were able to cleanse their mind with sage smudging, which is when you breathe in sage and pray while a drum circle and a pipe ceremony take place. Concordia and MSUM college presidents attended, and many people say Savannah's disappearance seems unreal to be happening here in the valley.
But the fact that it happened in Fargo where we thought it was safe, and she was 8 months pregnant, 22 years old, that's around a lot of the demographic of the people that I know.
This has a big effect, especially on the women here on campus, but not only just like people in general in Fargo and Moorhead. This is really scary for a lot of people.
While the prayer service was organized to support the Graywind family, it also served as an example of community unity during these hard times. And the latest developments in the investigation led police to ask for the public's help. If you have seen this brown Jeep in the North Fargo area, or you have any information about the case, they would like you to give them a call. The Fargo Police Department is asking anyone with information regarding her whereabouts to contact the police tip line. That number is on your screen at 701-235-7335. And of course, you can follow the latest on the search for Savannah along with other news, weather, and breaking news updates anytime on your feed. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and you'll stay informed throughout the entire day. 2 people were arrested in Fergus Falls yesterday, wanted by authorities in Virginia. Fergus Falls police say Penny Dawson and Sean Castoria were arrested in Virginia, charges that they malicious wounding after allegedly shooting a woman and stealing her car. The car was spotted by an Otter Tail County Sheriff's deputy near Albany. Authorities arrested the 2 at a Fergus Falls gas station without incident. Authorities believe that the shooting is related to the disappearance of an 84-year-old man from Virginia. Now they're still looking for the missing man, and the woman who was shot is in stable condition. A Jamestown man is facing a long list of charges after what court documents say was a constant abuse of a female. 32-year-old Michael Steiner was arrested last Saturday. The Stutsman County State's Attorney says Steiner's charges include aggravated assault and gross sexual imposition. He's being held at the Stutsman County Correctional Center. And it's Friday, so it's time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 30-year-old Michael Buriciaga is wanted for probation violation and aggravated assault. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Buriciaga. A Bemidji, Minnesota man is dead after a motorcycle crash in Grand Forks. It happened just after 6 o'clock last night at the intersection of 32nd Avenue and South 34th Street, just east of the Columbia Mall. Investigators say 29-year-old Anthony Lossing was heading east on 32nd Avenue when he ran a stoplight, hit the side of a truck, and was thrown from his motorcycle. They believe Lossing was not wearing a helmet. He was taken to the hospital for treatment, but then later died. The driver of the truck and a passenger were not hurt in the crash. A motorcyclist had to be taken to the hospital after a crash just a few blocks away from I-29 and West Acres tonight. The crash happened just before 7 at the intersection of 13th Avenue South and Page Drive. Officers tell Valley News Live they believe the driver of the motorcycle was driving around 50 to 60 miles per hour and swerving between lanes of traffic when he hit a vehicle that was turning. The motorcyclist was taken by ambulance, but authorities say the driver was conscious and alert. They are not releasing the driver's name at this time or any possible charges. What we know about North Korea's